Okay, so this is technically take two. I think I know more what I want to say now, but the only reason my first take isn't going up is I wasn't recording my mic, so it was just Tryndamere gameplay, and it was just me sucking ass with nothing to talk over, or with no talk over rather. Which, okay, I guess no there is. What this is about is sort of like just a recording of it's just going to be a recording of what I want to, I guess, portray myself as in the future. A bit of what has shaped me in the past. And I mean, I guess I grew up really liking Eminem. If you've ever seen 8 Mile, it's kind of just that final rap battle where I just lay things on the table. Should have banned the Lowy. I think the biggest thing that I really want to go into this with is saying that no matter what I say, I identify like as a socialist. While maybe not all of my views are quite there yet, that is definitely something that I have very high hopes for in the future. I don't think we're gonna get anything done quite yet because, I mean, for the past however many years, Bernie has been too old to run. But meanwhile, we get fucking... I don't even wanna... Yeah. I think what this video is really going to be about is kind of showing that no matter, like, who I am, I think that we all made mistakes, and I don't necessarily look to blame others for that exact reason. Maybe I do. I don't know. It's difficult to say, really, and I'm actually just filling for my time to pick here. This is probably not the best pick. I don't even fucking play Olaf. I'm definitely getting demoted this game, by the way. So I guess where I want to start this off at is that there was one relationship that I had that really set the tone for not only a lot of progress in my life, and while I'm not necessarily thankful for the said relationship and how it turned out, I think it's probably for the best, because I don't think I would be anywhere near where I am today morally without it. And my morals are something that I hold in to a very high standard, I think. Like, personally, like, I'll say some things just for, like, the shock value I won't I don't know. I think that's a pretty bad habit of mine. It's something that I do that I really need not to, because I'll say something like, I don't know, like, fucking, yeah, let's just kill all the orphans if we're gonna not have, if we're gonna just not care for, like, the bottom 0.1% and, like, homeless people. Like, if we're gonna kill off homeless people, we may as well just kill off orphans too. And I feel like something like that, shock value wise, while in a debate, maybe it'll throw someone off that, like, their opponent would say something that absurd, but I think for actual life, that's not really something that should be said, obviously. Oh, there goes all my mana. I don't like this fucking skin. What? It sounds so weird. It sounds like fucking I don't respect I Will Dominate, by the way. Motherfucker actually took on, like, gambling sponsorships. Fuck that guy. I used to actually like him quite a bit. Yeah, this is gonna make me angry if I keep listening to this. So I think that's this video is kind of going to be like this a lot, by the way. I'm actually playing as I'm speaking. I want to be able to have this video be not necessarily for the viewers at all whatsoever. I don't know why the fuck I did that, but fuck. Yeah, I'm probably just dead here. I don't know. He misses out a bit, but he also gets the kill. So now that you guys have fucking listened into this and thought, what is this fucking maniac doing? I don't really have, like, any specific goals for whatever this might end up being. Outside of this video, and perhaps others somewhat similar to it. So back to, like, being as on topic as I could possibly be. I think what this is meant to be is sort of like almost a confession. I believe I mentioned the Eminem 8 Mile last battle thing somewhat at the beginning. I don't have my fucking E yet. Huh? I kind of just want to, like, expose myself, I guess, because I just like any other human am not perfect whatsoever. While I do hold myself at a very high moral standard, there have obviously been times where that either just straight up wasn't the case, or I just didn't do as well as I really thought that I was. So, where am I going with this? I guess the biggest thing, oh my god. The biggest thing is that I mean, I'll just rip the Band-Aid off, because I think that's kind of where it has to start. I mean, with an ex, she was Black Korean. She had cheated on me, and my response was to hurt her as much as possible, not like physically, but like emotionally, in any way that I could. It was long distance, there was no way that I even could potentially hurt her physically. Nor did I ever even come anything close to that with actually anyone. Well, my little brother. He can. Sometimes. I'm not a good person, to say the least. I'm just like super dead. Yeah. I don't know. This sucks doing it again. I already did this once. Basically, she cheated on me, and my response was to just mentally abuse her as much as I could in the short amount of time, because she still wanted to be friends for some reason. I think she kind of cherished at the time what we like used to have out of it was a 2.5-year relationship. And I think she didn't necessarily want to like completely throw that away. But I'm definitely not the type of person to have anything to do with someone, especially once they've like really hurt me like that. I pretty much did everything that I could, from the chink to the N-word, to telling her that her friends were hotter than she was, that, I don't know, fucking, her vagina was smelly and shit. Like, I did literally anything and everything that I possibly could. I mean, to be fair, I think she did somewhat the same, not necessarily to the same degree, because when I go in like that, I kind of admittedly go a bit too hard. Stop. I mean, I think that's something that sadly is just like my character. It's like, where am I really going with all this? I mean, there's no real point to what I'm saying right now. There's no real point to, like, anything that I not only, like, do, in my day-to-day, but, like, I haven't had, what the fuck? I don't know. This guy fucking took me off really good. This video is incoherent, by the way. I've been caught. I think, like, what I want out of this in specific is just something for myself. This isn't really meant to be for anyone else, but if it gives you some form of comfort to know that, like, you're not the only one who's done shitty things and regretted them, or then, like, if you're depressed or fucking need help, definitely not the only one. I mean, if this video also ever goes down, I think I meant to say this at the very beginning. I did for my last video, or the last time I tried to record it, but if it were to ever go down, it just shows that, like, I've obviously strayed. I couldn't care less, like, if people want to, like, somehow use this against me. I don't think there's really anything for them to use against me there. The gameplay itself, Jesus. 'Cause, like, I know that what I've done is obviously not great. I've already apologized to the aforementioned ex about, you know, what happened. She didn't really. I knew she got it. I know for a fact that she got it. She read what I had said. Didn't respond. It's totally within her right. I mean, I know that I had been salty and unable to get over things for a pretty long time, even before then. And I think I had messaged her at some point just out of complete fucking anger. And spouted basically the exact same shit. I mean, this is like almost 3 years removed at this point. I mean, I've definitely not only evolved as a person, but kind of let things go, I guess, in a way that let things go to where it doesn't keep me up at night. I don't have, you know, the dreams. And I think for me, thought was about to happen there. And like, by the shit in chat, I mean, yeah, everyone's fucking toxic, man. You know how fucking hard it is to be monk-like in this fucking game? To not give in to, like, every fucking person flaming everyone every single fucking game. This game would be better without, like, voice chat. I think generally games shouldn't have game chat if they are competitive. I understand we can help, but we got pings. Well, not true. This is actually my first video, though. So that's our garbage. I don't know. I don't really know where to go from this. Do what to say. Next thing, I guess, is what the fuck? Why are there 4 ball lanes? Oh, dragon's coming up. It's a fucking meh, anyways. I don't know. I've been meaning to make this video for a very, very long time. And I'll admit, after doing it once, I am kind of fucking drained because there's so much more in that video that I said and, like, I guess want to say than just, like, what I am currently outputting. I don't even play Olaf. This is my first time. Oh, this might just end up being the end of the video. Fucking oops. I'll get into the next topic that I had on my mind. I'll just go into fucking, like, left-leaning shit. I understand that, like, what I said had, like, race implications. Nothing of what I had said truly came from, like, a racial, like, bigotry background. I've been very concerned with being racist pretty much my entire life, and I'm not getting into it too deep. Said relationship definitely made me feel that way more than I ever should have, because a lot of my shit, like, I didn't understand what the difference between All Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter were at the time, because I live in small town USA. Like, you guys can pretty much figure shit out. No corn is what I'll say. Who else living here? I mean, you hear shit like, oh, why do only Black Lives Matter? Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter is, while some people may, quite similarly to me, believe that, like, all lives matter, and, like, genuinely, like, I mean, obviously, like, I think that is important, not necessarily the movement, but thinking that all lives do matter, to some extent, is yeah, I feel like that's, to be human, you do have to believe in that sort of sentiment. What I didn't understand at the time was that Black Lives Matter isn't about black people saying that their lives matter more. It's about saying that, the police brutality. It talks about how police brutality is far more prevalent in America, and not only far more prevalent, but like the amount of not only police killings, but like the racial ties, or racist ties that police have with history, and it's basically propped up as propped up as a sort of way to keep black people suppressed without having anything in the law. Oh god. Without having anything in the law to innately like suppress them that could be argued in court. I mean, and then another argument against that is to somehow say that like it's not only black people that are like hurt and killed by cops. I mean, obviously not. Like, cops kill a lot of people, but that's even fucking worse. To be able to say, to be able to recognize that like black people aren't the only people, but then to also, in the same breath, say that the cops are just doing their jobs or some shit is, I mean, simultaneously disgusting. Cops don't have to kill people that are fucking dealing drugs, that even run from them. They don't have to beat them in any way, shape, or form. That is not their job. Their job is to protect. Do I agree with, being armed in a drug raid? Yes, sure, but what qualifies as a drug raid? I feel like something like that isn't actually pronounced enough and explained enough. Because drug raid could be anything from like, well, this guy was smoking marijuana and we believe he has drugs in his house, to, full-on meth lab operation, and like, it's just kingpin type shit. I don't know. I mean, that's just one of the many things that's wrong with, like, not only America, not even to get into how we're the richest country, but we can't afford healthcare, or at least free healthcare. We don't care to have college not be, or be like prepaid. We don't care to I don't know. I'm way too tired for this shit. I'm so fucking frazzled. That's 2 really bad games in a row, and then holy shit, I didn't even get demoted. That's actually so surprising. I mean, that was literally an axe. I don't know. There might be more on this type of thing. Probably not over my ranked games, because I like to do these things live. Maybe over some MTG, even with like small amounts of commentary. For those that don't know what's going on, I don't think I really have any good decks right now, though. I just enjoy playing like a goblin deck every once in a while, but clerics aren't very good in the current meta, or in current standard rather. So probably won't end up being that. Yeah, video's going up unedited. I don't really think it's a good video, but I think if anything, my views are able to be sort of formulated loosely, at least, and if I ever stray from that or delete this video, I think that's kind of just showing that I've gone down the wrong path, because I fully believe that being able to have this video up and being able to be talked about, even if it's just like with 10 views and half of them on my therapist going back and rewatching it, yeah, I don't even have a therapist right now. I probably need one, but I don't remember if I mentioned the shitty fucking therapist shit. Or a therapist, I don't know. I'm gonna try and upload it. Try to make a new fucking Google account. Oh, it finally worked. Alright, well, this is getting uploaded, I guess.